Hear that roar of thunder, hear those tires scream. Is every boy's hero, every lady's dream. Flying down highway heading west in a streak of black light called the Bandit Express. Look out, the bandits coming, tires screaming, engine humming. Looks like the bandits on the move. Look out, the bandits coming, bet your money and warn the women. Tell those smokies all to take a rest, 'cause they'll never get the Bandit Express.
Well, look what I've found. That's my truck. Good morning YouTube, Brad here, back for another adventure up Highway 31. We're here at South Gundy to get some fuel in the other driver's truck. And they're talking to a tenant now. We'll get out and get some fuel in it. I'll do the window and I'll expert some dialogue what's happening today while I'm doing it. Gonna be noisy for a little bit while he drives away in my truck. Oh, bye girl, I'll see ya tomorrow, maybe. So we'll throw on our little pre-soak here, which is just the fluid they've got in the window wash tub. It looks blue, so hopefully it's actually got something in it. I'm just going to where's that lever? Pop the mini bonnet here and fill, or put 20 litres in the window washer anyway, since he doesn't do it. If I can find a jug there. Alright, so that's 20 litres in the, I think they're only a 10 litre jug actually. Sorry for the noise there. Grab our squeegee. This will be a fun bull bar to hop up into. Not in my truck. Obviously we've got the bug deflector on here, which isn't doing a hell of a good job, although a little bit better than what's on my window currently. Different truck. My truck's got the double on it, so it's going to do all the Canberra stuff. We are heading back to Goulburn. Yay! Couple of issues. Because we're going straight to Goulburn, we're about 2 hours earlier than we need to be, because no one messaged me to say, hey, you won't be going to Canberra in the morning. So we've got that issue. We've got a major preng north of, or near Gunning, north of Yass somewhere, that's shut the highway southbound by the sounds of it. Oh, the other driver just said he reckons it's a fatal, but I haven't read that on the app. But yeah, I can't reach that. Oh, this is fun. Ah, monkey see, monkey do. It's on the southbound side. I'll say luckily, but it's on the southbound side, so all southbound traffic's being diverted down the Federal to Canberra and then back out the Barton. So chances are, with it being a fatal, we'll be going back the way we went to Goulburn last week, past Lake George. But I'll jump back in the cab for a second, where it's a little bit quieter. There, hello. Oh, click. I'll get this and I'll be back in a second. Oh, rightio. Back in the truck. So interesting. The story's now changed to 3 trucks involved in the preng and a fatal. So thoughts go out to that driver. Because we're probably looking at a long day back, we are pied up. We have the Aussie Traveller pepper and steak, cannot go wrong, and a 600ml bottle of sugarless Coke. Now, yeah, they're never as cold as they should be. Shell Servos have got a 2 for deal on. You can get the Coke and the pie for $6, which, when you think normally a bottle of Coke's $6, $7, $8 anyway, you're getting a bit of a bargain. But so yeah. Anyway, today we are going up to Goulburn, earth moving place that seems to have 2 different addresses. I don't know which one's which. Google tells me one thing, my paperwork says another thing. I don't know which one is correct. Unfortunately, they don't open until 7, so that is why we're probably going to find somewhere up there to park. Time is 04:30 into South Gundy. And we put 630 litres in her. And we've been here for 15 minutes, but that is not counted as a 15-minute break because we were doing truck stuff. Get the camera up a bit. That one and that one off. That one off. Brakes off. Fuel card out of my pocket before it goes missing. Oh dear, I'll try these wipers just once, that's it. Because we all know what happens when I have to try the wipers. So lights are off. Yeah, so we got that earth moving mob to drop off to. It's 11 bulker bags of turf seed or something along those lines. I don't know, we'll have a look when we get there. And we've got 1 pallet to drop off at Goulburn Elders at the old site of the giant ram where we were last week. No Canberra, nothing in Canberra to drop, although with that road being blocked southbound at Gunning, we will have to come back in the Federal to Canberra anyway with all the other southbound traffic, so that should be fun. Coming in, it's, as you've seen on the video, it's all dual carriageway from the Hume down to Canberra, so that, and then mostly dual lane out the Barton until you get to the single lane stuff through Murray Bateman and that. New South Wales traffic's got routes suitable for vehicles up to 26 metres B doubles, which means B triples, AB triples, 2 trailer road trains and whatever combinations they've got are stuck on the side of the highway. We'll get up and see what carnage there is. By the time I get there, both or any drivers on scene should be out and airlifted away, so I shouldn't get any of that on camera, which I wouldn't show anyway, but we'll see what the scene looks like and keep on going north to Goulburn. I'll touch base when we get up there. Well, that was pretty horrific. The I don't even know where the cab of the tolls truck is. That was kicked up on its side. Looked like it was under the other Volvo, the white one. There's obviously the chopper's still sitting there. All the crews on the front of the truck. Driver's still trapped. It was at 6 o'clock, so 3.5 hours after it happened, he's still in that truck. That's yeah, that was the scene. I dare say the driver of that toll truck is the deceased. They're still trying to get the other bloke out. Condolences to the family. Yeah, when trucks come together, it just makes a mess. Hopefully for us, that's the worst we're going to come across today. But it is early, so all right. Anyway, we're just passing Gunning, so we're going to get up here. We've got I notice there's a mobile phone number on the paperwork, so there'll be someone to call there without having to wait too long. Looking at Google Maps, the only place I see trucks parked anywhere in that area, Goulburn, there's at the Ram, so we'll go in and park there at the Shell and work out what our next move's going to be this morning. Back in Goulburn. Yay.
It likes heading down south, you're going to have to go across the Canberra, back out on the Barton to
Yep. Back to the big Ram. I'm just hoping this joint's not full with people pulling over here to have their break before they take the Canberra turn off. It might be right. 4.1. Sure, it's higher than 4.3. To go through where that van's parked. Don't you park there too? just like that, I'm stuck. Now you can see that angle as well as I can. It looks plenty high enough, but now I've got to wait for both of them to go. Bloody hell. That's how easy it can happen, people. It doesn't matter what country you come from. I can get back out there. It looks like there's a turning up there, so we're going to go around here. Tradies being tradies, they're probably going to be in there for a while. Highway patrol there too. Oh, that's great. They're all sitting there watching me. I don't know why they suggest trucks go in there if you can't get under the gantry. And of course, my seatbelt's off, so I wouldn't be surprised if one pulls in behind us here. Beside this blue set here, I hope. Yeah, we'll take this one. At least you get a closer look at the back side of the Ram if you can see it out that window. Alright, well, my tonsils are floating, so I've got to go into the shell and we'll work out what we're going to do for the rest of the morning from here. Anyway, turn that off. Part of the job I always love and hate when I have to do it. I'll see how this goes. Hi Tony, it's Brad from Bodman Transport here. How are you? Good. I've got 11 pallets for Diver's earth moving in Goulburn. with your number on it. The paperwork I've got's got 31 Braidwood, but your website said you're up the freeway a bit more. Yep, so you just go in there off the old highway and it's in near the sand and soil there somewhere. Yep. Rightio, too easy. Alright, I'm just parked out the big Ram now. Yeah, I see. Yep. Yeah, right. Can I get in there now or wait until 7? Oh, I suppose it is 7, isn't it? Yep. Yep. Yep, right. No worries, too easy, mate. Thank you. Yep, no worries. Cheers, see you soon. Okay, bye. Bye. He gave me some directions then that weren't cohesive to what I'd seen before. So it is the location in Canberra here on Braidwood we need to go. I need to find that. We've got a tanker back in here, that's why we're beeping. So, Sloane. Go over the railway line, so I should go all the way down to the bottom of that. I can't. So that's the problem. People start naming streets, and all of a sudden, by the time we get to the end, did you say Finlay Road? If I go to the end of that, gets me on Sloane. Go down over the railway line, Braidwood. I'm guessing that's it there. That's the sand and soil place. He said past that. Alright, so I'm going to put that as a route. Which wants me to go behind here, which I know I can't, so we're going to do that one. Directions, go. And I haven't got my thing to hold that, so it's going to sit up there. Lucky I called when I did, because the machine he was going to use there to unload me was about to go out on another job, so lucky for that. But let's get around there and see if we can find this joint. Now I already see a problem here. Oh, luckily we got that roundabout there, so we've got to do a U-E. Appreciate the shout outs for the bakery across the road there. A couple of you said how good it was, but yeah, after driving in the wrong way into that gantry and coming back out and having those highway patrols parked over there and in there eating, getting their brekkie, I don't want that heat. And you're not doing anything wrong. That was complete innocence driving the wrong way in there. I just did not know, haven't been in there before. As I said before, that's how hard or how fast it can happen. But 9 times out of 10 you think you're doing the right thing, and then all of a sudden they're going to turn around and say, well, no, you're not. And the fines involved are big. car thinks it's going. It's going to block me. Oh, it's a head-on. Oh, don't turn in front of a truck when you can't see behind it. Fuck, that was close. Oh, impatience, that's all it is. Like, yeah, I could have waited, but I seen there was traffic behind me, so I thought I'd get out of his way. But yeah, I'll so that's the thing, it's 7 o'clock now. I'll go around and do this, and I'll go wait until 8:30 until Elders open, so we might go back out to there and have some brekkie. We'll go over there then. Now we know how to get in and out of there, because they won't have the gates open at Elders, so I've got nowhere to park down there when before they open, so said you go all the way to the end, you can't go any further because the railway line's there. And the railway workshops, like I mentioned last time I was up here, I think there's a museum attached. Well, it looks like it anyway, with all the old rolling stock they got out the back there. Oh, that's a hole. If it is a museum, I'd love to go in there for a look, but again, 7 o'clock in the morning, I don't think anything's going to be open. Oh, a green one, that's new. She's been wrapped. Huh, something different. Green cruiser. God, some old houses along here. The billboards coming in say the first inland city in Australia. I haven't googled it, but some of these houses look like they've been here since the town was built. Now we're looking for a big yellow building with Hydrolink on the side of it, and apparently our gate's just before it or just after it. I can't remember now. We are going up over this railway line, and I'm hoping we don't have a weight restriction on that little concrete bridge. Otherwise that will do us over. I don't see anything. There should be signs before it whether you can go over it or not. That car's going to wait. That car's going to turn. He's on a give way, so I'm going. Oh yeah, there's your Hydrolink down there. Guessing it is the gate. And there's going to be an answer. Yeah, Tony, it's Brad again. Did you say the gate before Hydrolink or the one after it? Yeah, yep. Yep. Yeah, the Hydrolink one. Yep, yep. Oh yeah, rightio, just past this water tanker here. Oh yeah, I'll see you there, yep. Yep, so easy mate, thanks. Bye. Easy. That's it. End of the day, you just park where you can.
Yeah, that's right, mate. We'll
Yeah.
fill that bit.
Right. Oh yeah, there's our tractor and seeder. So you might have heard the someone come in last night and parked this tractor and seeder, air seeder here. At the end of the day, which yeah, end of the day you just park up where you can and get out. Understand that bit, but a couple of the blokes have jumped in to try and move it and can't. And it's the problem with new age tractors. Back in the day, the old gear, you had maybe 1 or 2 sticks for your gears, your engine shut off and a key and maybe a push button starter, and that was it. There was no electronics, no nothing. Well now, as I said to him, there's probably just one button you're not pushing. It might be just the fact that you haven't got your seatbelt on, that it's not moving. But they could start it, they just couldn't get it to move, and that's everything's on your joysticks and all that sort of stuff. It's remember a couple of years at the Handy Field Days, jumped up into a couple of new John Deeres and a new Holland, and just completely different to tractors I used to operate. Obviously old shit on the farm, you weren't buying new stuff. Even the old man, he's got a little, be a little 4-ton John Deere at the moment. That's probably the newest bit of gear we've ever had, front loader, 4-wheel drive. But it's still 2 sticks, like mainly because it's an open cab. But yeah, just bigger stuff. And the problem is it goes out onto a property to work. I know times have probably changed, but back in my day, as soon as the aircon stopped working or you broke a window, 9 times out of 10 that window come out or the aircon never got fixed. The doors had come off, and within 6 months there'd be a layer of dirt inside over everything. Every time you hit a bump, you'd get little flecks of dirt dust fall out of the roof and choke you. Just going to make note of the time here too, because I'm going to put this down as a break while I'm waiting. Otherwise we're going to have trouble at the end of the day just trying to get home without the book beeping at me that we need more brakes. So anyway, we're going to go down, pull up in front of it. They're going to unload all off the one side with that Merlot or telehandler, bobcat, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Merlot's in the army. I think most people call them a telehandler. They're going to do all that from the passenger side, so I've just closed the driver's side back up. We'll get down and open the passenger side now. How quick they are, I don't know. We might just get the camera pointed on them and they're getting the last 4 or 5 pellets off, but we'll see. I'll try and film as much of it as I can, but yeah. We'll sit here and wait for this operator to get back, and we'll get some stuff off. Well, they got it moving. Yeah, there's a ute in the way. try that ute then. That's eaten 40 minutes into my wait time. 10 to 8, so I've got 40 minutes until I can get into Gundy. All the G's, get into Goulburn Elders. So we're going to try and do a 3-point turn here. Go back out. Tiny yards. Big yards, tiny space. And the sun's just peaking. So our next move is we'll get out of here. You don't have to see. We're going to go back exactly the same way we come in. It's the only way we're going to be able to get to that old mobile on the old Hume. So we'll head back out Finlay Street, back to the Ram. We'll probably spend half an hour there by the time we get out there, and yeah, then back in the old Hume to the servo formerly known as Mobile, some brekkie. Alright, so we're back, gone over there. I've made a grave mistake with my calculations. Elders opened at 8. I googled it while I was over there just to check, so we're having this break here for nothing. $5.10 for a little coffee. I don't know why these boutique places only have a little and a big, where most have a small, medium and large. Little, regular, large, tall, whatever you want to call it. $5.10 for a little one, so I don't know what the big ones were. This poor little Mixo chicken rabbit roll. Where's my phone? I can't even see the ingredients that are in it. I can see some of that woke lettuce. Chicken mayo salad roll, so we're going to save that one for a bit later. We'll throw this coffee down so we can get down to Elders and get this powered off. Because it's one pellet, I probably won't film it, but we'll see how we go. You might get a out the window. Oh, where is it? No, it's on this side. Yeah, you might get an out the window of the fork taking it off. But quickly before we do go, I've got 4 minutes before my break ends. When I went in the Shell this morning to go to the toilet, I asked the attendant in there about that gantry, and yeah, it's 4.1. It's not, the gantry itself is high enough, but at the start of the gantry they've put a big speed hump in, and they reckon you go over that and the trail will bounce and hit the roof. Or at the end of the gantry they've got the big dome bubbles for the security cameras, and they'll hit the roof as well. So we definitely played it safe by doing a U and coming back out there. But again, you got a sign saying truck and long vehicle parking this way, and then have only a 4.3 metre gantry. If you'd pulled in there in a stock double, on a busy day when that car park's full of cars, yeah. Also too, I didn't mention last week when we were up here with the Ram, 2007 is when it moved, and it's for the reasons I said then it was for the tourists to get because they reckon going in there half a kilometre, people wouldn't stop compared to if they moved it out here. Now, it's still not on the side of the highway. You still got to come off, come in. To get in here, you got to come across traffic like I did this morning. You don't come to this roundabout and come in. So it's still, if that old highway is busy, it's still a pain to get in here. And there's not one sign on the highway to say it's here. I remembered it was here when old mate at Fishwick told me before I left that Elders was on the mobile where the giant ram used to be, and then oh yeah, that's right, the ram's in Goulburn. There's a fire truck. Couple of tow trucks here too, and the bloke's in there having a feed. So it looks like the towies aren't allowed near the site yet either. I had a look before, and it's still person trapped and still closed. So we'll be going back through Canberra. That's a definite. But yeah. So 2007 moved to Eddie. I showed the heavy haulage of them bringing it out. Probably not so much for weight. I don't even know what it's made of on the outside. I'd assume it's just like spray concrete. It wouldn't be paper mache or anything. Paper mache. No, it wouldn't be that. It'd be spray on concrete or something on that steel frame. But if the reception or if the visitor centre and museum there was open, I could go in and have a look. But we're not going to have time today, so yeah. Let's just take something, an icon of a town, move it from where it's been for 50, 60 years, and plonk it out next to the highway just to encourage tourism. Again, you're right next to the highway here. If you do come in to take a photo of it, you're not going into Gundagai, you're going straight back out to the highway. Stuff like that, if you want to encourage tourism into the town, you move it into the dead centre. Put on the oversized load and take it in the middle of the Goulburn and see how they go. But anyway, this cluster of a day continues. We'll go down to Elders, get this pellet off. We've got to go down. I've got 4 pellets on the back for tar cutter nutrient ag, which is going to be fun because they're on both sides at the front. They've only got small tines there, and you can only unload from one side, so I don't know how we're going to do that. We'll have to go unload, do a U and come back. And we got 4 for Gundy meats and 1 for Elders Gundagai. So we've still got 4 drops to do. That's, what is it, 20 past 8. Last time I was up here, I was leaving by 8:30, 9:15. I was back home at 2:15, and that's without drops on the way home. Oh, it's another day in trucking. So we'll go and get this done and start heading south. Yep, the day's gone from shit to shitter. And he was probably waiting here. He probably got in at 8 o'clock. Why me? Yeah, and while I was undoing the curtain on the side, I hope this isn't this driver. Come on, go and get your truck and piss off. Yeah, the fault come around from the other side and took me pellet off, so I had no hope of filming it.
Hey, buddy.
There you go, mate.
If you're back,
Yeah.
you can go across.
Oh, you can get out that
the front
exit,
of
can
it,
you?
And there's 2 driveways.
Yeah, rightio.
You'll get out over there, mate.
Alright, too easy. No worries. Thank you. Well, we are doing that. Before we get another truck coming behind us. future reference, and there will be a future. As I said earlier, once this starts happening, we become more, happens more frequently. There's my pellet of seed there, so that just come off. He said he's normally here from 10 to 8, so even though the gates might be open, they might not be able to unload me straight away, but at least I can get in here. They must have resealed this once the servo closed, because I can't see any infrastructure from the old servo at all. Obviously that shed's a lot bigger than what the servo was. It was probably demolished. Those locals, let me know. Was it demolished and the shed went up, or is there still some servo architecture or structure left there? To have a look at that old photo again, because I'm pretty sure this sign out the front's new as well. Right that way. No, not right that way. I think I commented about that bloody tree burning away last week, didn't I? And now they're coming from both directions. It's probably a good thing he directed me out here, because it's having to wait for that B double to get across here. I dare say he would have been coming south anyway. Oh, I could have gone. No. Stimpy, you idiot. No hope. Where have all these cars come from? Someone throw an indicator on, please. Also, to any locals out there, let me know, is there a big roundabout down there that I can go and do a Yui at? Alright, we've got a gap. No, here comes a car over here. And that car's indicating, so you go down. No. I hope this is 5 minutes of excitement for you. Oh yeah. Come on, X-Trail. We're going out. We're going out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that sign's new as well. But that's where that sign would have been that those 12 blokes were standing in front of. And then the Ram would have been there where Hip Republic is now in the car wash. Which again's been all resealed, so you can't even see the footprint where the Ram used to be. Anyway, that's it for Goulburn. Head back out in the Hume. We're going to go down about 10 k's to the federal turnoff, where we'll be forced to get off because of the accident down the road, and then yeah, the chaos from there down. We might get off at Sutton and go around the Murray Bateman route. I'm just worried about how much traffic's going to be coming out the Bart and whether you can get back on at Murray Bateman, or if you're going to be sitting there for half an hour like before waiting to get on. It's just that intersection of the Federal and the Bart, and that one lane turning is going to be an absolute nightmare with all the freeway traffic southbound on it. But we'll go down and have a look. We'll see how busy it is. We'll get some footage of Lake George coming from the other way. I'll come back on and fill you in with some information about it too that I didn't know about when I went past there the other day. And we'll start the long trek south. Back to home on Highway 31. Nice old Kenworth. Lights. Filling a bit of info on Lake Georgie while we're driving past it. I didn't realise when you look at Google Maps, there doesn't appear to be a wall, a spillway, a dam on it anyway. It's just the bottom of a big basin, big flat area with all this catchment, these massive hills around it, and all the water just flows down to the middle. Now, I didn't think much of it, but there was a few in the comments section for that last week's video that mentioned surprised seeing it full. Not quite full. I think it's got a little bit more it can go yet, but again, where's it go when it's full? Does it just keep filling up, or is it going to flow into Bungendore? It's yeah, I don't know how that works. Again, if you do, let us know in the comments. But it's Discovery in the way. Come on, you can do 110. And that's the problem now, all this traffic coming south here. To get out and overtake, I'm going to cause people to slow down. So, but yeah, again, I think I said it last video too. Spend 5 minutes and read down through the comments. There's a lot of people that see stuff like that. If I don't know when Lake George was established. I knew it was called Lake George on that last video, and people commented, and not the well actually comments. It's no, someone that used to come down here or has been past it or used to live here, telling me or telling the channel what information about it. So again, if you got 5 minutes spare, if you're doing some business on the toilet or what have you, and you're on your phone, just read down through the comments. Most of them have one or two people commenting that this happened here or that happened there, or stuff like that just gets missed in the videos. And I thought last week it was Goulburn was going to be a one-off and I wouldn't be coming back up here, but here we are. Unfortunately, and it's probably a sign of all the whole northern bank of or northern shore has got wind turbines on it. Come on, B-doubles, get out of the way. The wind turbines over there, she was blowing a gale, she was all choppy. There's no hope of getting the drone up for an aerial view, unfortunately. Oh, you idiot. You know where you're going in the double?
I'm waiting on Google, eh?
I hope he's not trying to get back to him that way, he'll have trouble.
Oh, look, that's funny.
Ah, yeah, right out. Everyone's saying UHF, go down to Canberra, out the Barton, it's the only way to go. Or even down to Sutton Turnoff, still brings you out at Gunning. You come out at Gunning, you're going to be 5k north of the incident, and they're not going to let you on the highway. You're going to have to turn around and come all the way back out, or go and find a route inland from Gunning down, which I don't know without going out to Harden, or I've got no idea of that area out there. But and that's the problem. GPSs, following your GPS. As soon as it got on the federal, it would have recalculated the next route to get back on the Hume, and people would be doing that instead of listening to what people are saying on the UHF. Granted, not every time someone says something on the UHF it's true, but in this case, stay on the federal, go all the way south to Canberra. They're going to go down to the Barton and out that way. I think I'm going to turn off where we normally come in and out of Mitchell. You got one set of traffic lights there, you got another set of traffic lights at the big tram depot, and then it's a left turn onto Gungahlin Drive, which is just a left turn. You just go when there's no traffic, and you got traffic lights to get on the Barton at the end of the Gungahlin Road there. So 3 sets of lights instead of 7, and not have to do with that single lane parking or single lane turning left from the federal onto the Barton, because single lane trucks, all these car traffic, we'll probably see the lineup of cars from where we turn off into Mitchell. But that's for another 25-30 minutes before we get down here, so we'll cut and see what else happens on this mad, crazy day. Oh, shut them noisy things off. That is us done. We've done 2 drops in Gundagai and now finished at the ag store in Tarcutta. What a day. It is 10 to 1. I'm going to have a 15-minute break before I make the dash to home, so I'm going to go around to the Empire and get a coffee. I won't worry about getting some food. That roll I had on the way out of Canberra, it was tasty. There was tomato, cheese, lettuce and some sort of homemade mayonnaise in there. But yeah, just more bread than filling. It could have been filled a little bit more, but still under $10, not too bad. That prang this morning, whether it's distraction, distracted drivers, I still see it every morning, drivers driving up the road with iPads and phones on the dash with movies playing. Doesn't matter what truck it is, you do that with the cruise control on and you're going to have a bad time. Obviously the message isn't getting through, but just slow down. If you feel a bit sleepy, pull over and go for a walk around the truck for a couple of minutes to wake up. Stop at a servo and grab a coffee or a drink of your choice. And car drivers, you got no excuse for not pulling over. If you're driving a truck and you're so under the pump that you have to be here by this date or you have to be there by this time and whatever else, don't risk your life for it. If it means telling the boss to get stuff, then sorry boss, I was nodding my head. Would you prefer the freight being 20 minutes late, or would you prefer me not... Oh crap, someone's in my spot. Or would you prefer the truck being upside down in the middle somewhere and having to deal with insurance and everything else? And yeah, back to car drivers or them not in trucks. Your family will not care. They'll prefer if you're 15, 20 minutes, 45 minutes late to something than not turning up at all. That driver, I'm guessing the driver in the toll truck, because it's the one, the cab I couldn't see, he's not going home to his family. With what happened to that cab, he's probably not even going to have an open casket. He's not going getting ID'd.
Northbound Tarcutta.
Yeah, mate, he's not getting ID'd at the morgue. That's probably in a bag. So it's not worth it. Slow down. Take your time. It's really not worth it. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you, channel support members, the offsiders. A couple of you mentioned that bakery, so we got to go in there and have a bit of a look. Not too bad on the whole. I don't understand. Obviously a very, very busy place. Maybe your prices could be a little bit lower because you're getting a lot of traffic through there, but then again, business is business. Charge them up. So I'm going to shut this logbook off here for 15 minutes. Thank you for joining me on this trip up Highway 31. Unfortunately, another sad one to start on. And I'm sure there's already photos posted online now without even looking of people going north taking footage of it. Yeah. Stay safe and I'll catch you next week. Bye guys.